All right, welcome back, everybody. My name is Pritesh here with Kaizen Crypto, bringing you another video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you all so much for joining me here today in this video, going over a brief recap of the Cardano 360 monthly update for May. It was such an exciting update video, lots of information talked about as it relates to the rollout towards Goguen, talking more about the ERC20 converter, talking more about Project Catalyst and becoming the world's largest DAO on Cardano. So many exciting developments happening with this project. So we're going to be going into that here in this video. If you guys do enjoy this type of content, make sure you hit that like button. It really does help support our channel. Also, we recently crossed over 20,000 subscribers. So a big thank you to everybody who has been supporting us on this journey. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you know exactly when I post a new video and you can stay up to date with all the relevant Cardano content. So getting right into it, Cardano 360 monthly update for the month of May, we got a chance to see the rollout plan getting us towards Goguen and full smart contract functionality. So what we have as far as this rollout plan, they've outlined it very well with this phase rollout. So we have Alonzo Blue, Alonzo White, Alonzo Purple. And what we have at these different stages, after about 30 days is their time frame. They're talking about with these different phases. So we're looking at about 90 days before we can anticipate some type of details for when we'll have this HFC event. So 30 days would put us at the Alonzo Blue phase, where we're launching on the testnet. So what's going to happen is a small cohort of people are going to get the training necessary to begin writing code and documentation. And then later, as we move towards the Alonzo White stage around about July, we'll begin to expand this group and allow partners to begin to get involved as well. So gradually starting the process by starting small and then expanding it to more people going into July. As we move towards August with Alonzo Purple, after about 90 days is when we can anticipate starting to be able to upgrade infrastructure in order to support this network upgrade for Goguen. Infrastructure meaning things like exchanges, stake pool operators, pretty much anybody who is operating the Cardano node infrastructure, getting prepared for that hard fork combinator event. Now, as far as the rollout for that timeframe would put us tentatively around about August, September for a full Goguen release. So exciting to see that. I'm sure we will have much more information as we move forward in time and go throughout those different phases in the process. So I will be sure to keep you all posted regarding that as well. We did also get the opportunity to see some really cool things about Marlowe. So Marlowe is a domain-specific language created for writing these financial contracts on Cardano. What we saw demoed today in this Cardano 360 was an application called Marlowe Run. It was demoed by Professor Simon Thompson, and what it showed us was that you can have a graphical user interface where you simply click a button to be able to set the parameters and terms for your smart contract. So this is very useful for those who might not have the technical proficiency and the programming background needed to write some of these applications. So as far as usage and adoption for these financial smart contracts, Marlowe Run is going to be an absolute game changer. Let's go ahead and take a look at that quick demo by Professor Simon Thompson.
Marlowe Run runs in the browser, and what it does is provide the end user interaction with contracts running on the blockchain. For the moment, we're simulating that blockchain inside the browser, but eventually this will be the tool you'll use to run contracts for real on Cardano. Now, to interact with the contract, your wallet needs to be involved to control your signature and to control your assets. So we link up Marlowe Run with a wallet. Let's link it up with Shruti's wallet. So in this window, we see the world from Shruti's perspective. And let's open up another window and link in that window the world with Charles's perspective. And at the moment, neither of them has any contracts running. They have a blank space there. But let's start a contract up. Let's set up a zero coupon bond, which is a fancy name for a loan. And let's suppose that Shruti is making a loan to Charles. She's the investor. He's the issuer of the bond. And Charles wants to borrow 1 ADA from Shruti, and he's promised to pay back 1.1 ADA. So we've set it up, we've said who the issuer and investor are, we've said what the price and the eventual value will be, and we're now going to create the contract. In order to do that, we have to make a payment of 30 Lovelace to get the contract started. So let's pay, and we're asked to approve that, and the payment goes through. And you can see now in Shruti's Marlowe run, we've got the zero coupon bond running. But also, if you look at Charles's view of the world, it's running there too for him. Let's see what it looks like for him. We're at the first step, and it's saying it's waiting for something from the investor, who is Shruti. So let's see what's happening in her view. Yes, she's asked to make a deposit. So let's click on that to make the deposit and click to confirm with a fee of 10 Lovelace and make that deposit. And then you can see her view has changed. Now she's waiting for the issuer to pay her back. And hey ho, we look in Charles's view, which is incidentally the mobile view of Marlowe run. He's asked to pay his 1.1 ADA. Let's make him do that now. And he'll also have to pay a 10 Lovelace transaction fee. And let's make that deposit. And you see now from both their perspectives, that loan is completed. So you can see the history of what's gone on. You can see at particular points the balances that the contract holds. And in fact, we can, if we close that, we can see the history of all the contracts that Shruti has taken part in. So I think that pretty much covers the basics of what you get from Marlowe Run. It's a intuitive interface to a contract running on the blockchain, and you see that each participant in the contract gets their view of the contract in real time, updated from what's, in this case, in the browser, but eventually what's on the blockchain.
So to think that you will be able to write these applications without having any type of technical proficiency, making it that much easier and lowering the barrier to entry to use applications on Cardano. So incredible to see that. Another update that I was very excited to see was related to Project Catalyst. So Dor Garbash is the project manager for Project Catalyst, and he gave us a bit of an update as it relates to the progress that we're making, moving through these different phases and funds in Project Catalyst. As far as what he had noted, just some key takeaways from his segment was that Project Catalyst is headed towards 100,000 participants by the end of the year. This is going to make Project Catalyst the largest DAO, and this is built on Cardano. So many amazing things happening there as it relates to governance and decentralized voting. As far as some of the updates regarding that, as we move forward towards Fund 4 and Fund 5, Yoroi Mobile support now makes it so that you can use Yoroi Mobile for voting. So big update there. Also, for those of you who want to vote using a hardware wallet, we see that Ledger hardware wallet support is now going to be available in Fund 5. So incredible to see that the technical side of things is definitely starting to evolve and grow as this project becomes more mature. One thing that's also very interesting to see, being that the price of ADA has been on such an incredible rise, the barrier to entry in order to vote has been lowered to 500 ADA. So to some, this still might be quite an amount to come up with, but for most, I would say that this is a very reasonable amount. I saw a voting threshold before when it first started in Fund 2 was 8,000 ADA. So to see us go from 8,000 ADA down to 3,000 ADA and now down to 500 ADA, making it an incredibly low barrier to entry for those who wish to participate in this decentralized autonomous organization. So Project Catalyst, incredible things coming from that. We are anticipating the dates coming up for Fund 4. We still have yet to decide when those dates are going to be. So we'll be sure to keep you all posted as we get more information regarding that. Another very exciting demonstration that we received was of the ERC20 converter. So a lot of talk going on right now about how Cardano, once we do launch smart contracts, is going to vacuum up some of this market share from Ethereum, because the current state of Ethereum is where it's at right now. where you have a unscalable blockchain and incredibly high transaction fees. So the ERC20 converter, making it possible to seamlessly convert your Ethereum tokens over to the Cardano blockchain with just a few simple clicks of a button. So very excited about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ERC20 converter.
First of all, you have to configure your MetaMask wallet into the Goguen test network from this dropdown. And then you can connect your wallet. If you click in Connect, it will prompt you the confirmation to connect your MetaMask wallet. And then you have to connect also your Cardano wallet. You have to go to the testnet version of Daedalus and copy one of the addresses you can find into this section. After pasting and saving your wallet, you will see that everything is configured and we can now migrate our tokens from Ethereum to Cardano. Here I have 150 tokens I got from the faucet. I can click and select, and I can migrate, for example, 50 tokens. After clicking in Convert, I will get a prompt to confirm the migration using MetaMask. And I get this model in which I can see that the conversion is being processed. I can go to the transaction sections to see how the conversion is being processed. And if I wait for a few seconds, I will see that both transactions will be confirmed in Ethereum and on Cardano. So let's wait. Now that both transactions have been processed, I can see the transaction ID of the transactions on Ethereum and on Cardano. If I click in this link, I can see the transaction on Etherscan. And if I click in this second link, I can see the transaction on the Cardano Blockchain Explorer.
So as far as some of the details on when we can anticipate this ERC20 converter, we got an update in this Cardano 360 saying that the testnet rollout is in June, and to be sure to stay tuned for release updates on the mainnet. So very excited about that. Lots of amazing things. I actually tweeted the last Ethereum gas fees you'll ever have to pay is to convert your ERC20 token to Cardano. So Cardano beast mode activated. Incredible to see all the amazing things coming up. Some of the other prominent topics that were discussed in this Cardano 360 update was the scaling solution for Cardano known as Hydra. So Hydra is going to be a collaboration of different protocols, essentially a scaling solution for the blockchain. So when the blockchain does have higher transactions per second, simply because of the amount of usage and applications being built on the network, having a way to be able to scale to meet the throughput requirements is going to be very important. So we did also get a chance to have an update regarding the developments with Hydra, as well as a whiteboard lecture from the chief scientist at IOHK, Professor Aggelos Kiais, on understanding rewards and the pledge benefit factor. So lots of developments happening. We're moving towards a fully decentralized peer-to-peer network as well. Kevin Hammond had come on to talk about peer-to-peer, where the nodes will be able to communicate without any predetermined topology. So some amazing things that we got a chance to see from this Cardano 360. It was quite an update. So I'm excited about all the things happening. One thing I'm looking forward to most, we got a chance at the end of the update to hear that there is indeed going to be a Cardano summit later this year. So I think that with the timing of it all, as we move towards Goguen around about August, September, a Cardano summit is really going to set the community on fire. So it's going to be exciting. I'm hoping that it's going to be some type of in-person meetup, but considering the circumstances in the world right now with COVID still, it could also possibly be some type of online event. But nonetheless, excited about it, and we'll be sure to keep you all posted with all those developments. So just some closing remarks for this update today. I just kind of went over a very high level of some of the key things that were discussed in this monthly Cardano 360. I'm really excited to see the process that some of these Plutus pioneers are going to be taking as they get the experience necessary to begin writing these applications. Something that comes to my mind about this experience is going to be when we had the incentivized testnet on Cardano before the rollout of Shelley. Being able to test and implement all these features and have a group of people to get the correct training to then broaden that experience out into the ecosystem as that functionality was added with Shelley. So I think something very similar is going to be happening here, where we have a small group of people who are really rigorously studying all this stuff, testing everything. And then what'll happen then is we'll really start to see this whole pond, ocean, and island ideology come about, where we have a small group of developers with the correct tooling in Haskell right now, but then with all the available functionalities and tools that are being built, things like Glow, things like Yella, things like the KEVM, all that kind of stuff, making it so that developers from all walks of life with any type of programming background and experience, for the most part, can begin to start writing applications on Cardano. So those are some things I'm looking forward to. I know with Goguen, so much anticipation for what's to come with smart contracts, and that ERC20 converter is really going to be a game changer. I think that the way they have it laid out with the user interface and having it as simple as clicking a few buttons to convert your token from Ethereum to Cardano, I'm excited to see how this will affect the overall cryptocurrency markets. So guys, that is what I have for you all here in this video. Just an overview of some of the key topics that were discussed in this Cardano 360 event. Always a lot of fun, always a pleasure to tune in. For those of you who would like to tune in to watch the full version, I will be sure to leave a link for you all down in the description below. All right, everyone. Well, that is what I have for you all here today. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.